So,
There. Is it just us?
no, Rachel's
Oh,
here.
no.
It's a small class. 3 of us.
Perfect. That's a perfect amount.
Yes. Okay, so I will spotlight myself. And if you both have a block and a strap handy, that would be great. If not, that's okay. I actually don't have a strap. I can't find one in the studio, but I will make it work. And let's just get started. Let's get started in a child's pose today. So you can make your way there. You can choose a child's pose with knees closer together or knees out wide, depending on what feels best in your hips in this moment. And rest your forehead, walking the palms of your hands way forward on your mat, and then just letting everything kind of sink towards gravity. We will be focusing in on our hips, both strengthening, stabilizing, and opening the hips today. So just start to bring attention, awareness to that area of your body. The second chakra, the sacral chakra, is the seat of our creativity and emotions as well in yoga philosophy. So feel free to tap into that creativity, that kind of flowing, fluid movement at any point in your practice today. Remember, everything I'm offering is just a suggestion. And in your child's pose, you can begin to find your Ujjayi breath. And inhale, find length through your spine here. And then exhale, walk your hands towards the left side of your mat or off the edge of your mat. And ground down through your right hip. Next, inhale, walk your hands back through center. And then exhale, the hands slowly walk to the right, towards the side edge or off the edge of your mat. And melt your forehead, stretch through the whole left side of your body. And then inhale, walk your hands back through center. Slowly rise to a tabletop shape, hands and knees here. Locate your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and then start to take some cat-cows, undulating the spine, inhaling to arch, exhaling to round. Take a few rounds of this traditional cow and cat shape. Then start to add any fluid, organic movement, especially anything from your hips. Could be big circles all the way around. Could be side to side movement, wagging the tail. Take a few breaths to find what feels good here. Balance out your movement. And find your way back to a tabletop, neutral spine, drawing the belly slightly in. So spread 10 fingers wide so you have that strong hand lock, and stretch your left leg back behind you. 3-legged tabletop shape. The left toes can flex down. This is your inhale here. Find this length. And then exhale, draw your left knee in towards your left tricep. You can kind of curl the left knee up towards your armpit, pause, press the floor away, round your upper back. Take it into a twist, move your left knee towards your right elbow or right tricep. Draw that left knee across. And then drop the left knee down towards your right wrist, but hover 1 inch off your mat. Still pressing into the mat, rounding your upper back. Move your left knee towards your left wrist, hover it 1 inch off the mat. And nice and slow, do one more big circle. Left knee, left tricep, left knee, right tricep, right wrist, left wrist, And stretch the left leg way back behind you. Then bend your left knee here, draw circles in the air, fire hydrant movement a couple times each direction. Release to tabletop. Shift your hips from side to side in between. Then come back to center. Stretch your right leg way back behind you, three-legged tabletop. Engaging the core. Pressing through fingertips, inhale here. And then exhale, pull your right knee towards your right tricep. And puff up your upper back, the space between the shoulders. Lift your right knee way up towards your right armpit. And then twist, right knee crosses over to the left. Pause here. Lift it up towards your left armpit. Drop the right knee towards your left wrist, but hover it 1 inch off your mat. And cross your right knee towards your right wrist. One more time, circle right knee, right tricep, to the left tricep, to the left wrist, to the right wrist, and extend the right leg back behind you. Release back down to your tabletop. Wiggle your hips from side to side. From your tabletop, start to lower all the way forward and down onto your belly. Untuck the tops of your toes. Walk your hands back beside your ribs. Press your way to a nice cobra. Lifting your heart, drawing the shoulders back. Keep the elbows bent. Turn and look over your left shoulder. Drop your hips slightly right. Inhale back through center. Turn and look over your right shoulder. Hips can drop to the left. And inhale, center. Release all the way down to your belly. And press your way back to a child's pose. Any variation, knees together, knees out wide. Start to find some flowing movement here. Inhale back up to hands and knees like tabletop. Exhale all the way down to your belly, drop it low. Inhale through cobra pose, lift your heart. And exhale, press back, hips to heels, child's pose. Inhale forward, exhale to your belly. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, hips to heels. One more time without my cueing. Just let this be fluid, trying to eliminate pauses between movements. We'll meet back in a child's pose. Rest your forehead. Rest your hips back to your heels. When you're ready, transition to your downward facing dog. Tucking the toes, lifting the sit bones up and back. Begin to pedal out your feet in your downward dog. As you bend one knee at a time, walking your dog here, start to slightly walk your feet out wider, step by step, until you widen your stance in your down dog, toes to the outside edges of your mat. And continue to pedal it out here. Add a little hip sway from side to side. You bend one knee and then the other. You can keep your feet wide and look forward. Begin to tiptoe your feet all the way towards the top of your mat. And bend your knees a lot. Find a nice wide ragdoll pose. Bring hands to opposite elbows and sway from side to side. Releasing your low back, letting your head hang. Add a little bit more stretch for your spine. Bring hands to interlace behind the base of your skull. And just pause, find stillness here, using the weight of your arms to stretch the back of your neck. Release your fingertips back down towards your mat. Turn your toes out, heels in. Begin to bend your knees, slowly lower Malasana. Doesn't have to be the deepest squat just yet. And you also have the option to sit on a block. So that's better in your body today. But find length through your spine lift through the crown of your head as you press elbows into your knees, knees back into your elbows. Take an inhale here. Just notice what's stretching. And exhale, release your fingertips. Inhale, lift your hips forward, fold. Exhale, release your head. And next, inhale, slowly roll all the way up. Reach your arms out and up. Wide Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, hands to heart center. This will be like our half sun A variation today. So starting from here, inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, hands through heart center, bend your knees, sink it low, Malasana. Inhale for length, lift the top of your head. And exhale, lower fingertips. Inhale, lift your hips forward, fold. Exhale here. Inhale, root to rise, roll all the way up your spine, reach your arms up. And exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, same flow. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, Malasana, slowly lower. Inhale for length. And exhale, lower fingertips. Inhale, forward, fold. This time, pause here. And plant your palms, step one foot and then the other back to a plank pose. And inhale your plank, strengthening the core. Exhale, bend your elbows lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale through a cobra. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Pause in your down dog. Adjust or move as needed, and then find some stillness, pressing chest back towards the thighs. And inhale, lift your left leg high, bend your knee, draw circles in the air, opening through that left hip. And exhale, slowly step forward between your hands, rotate your back heel down. Inhale to warrior two, rise. Set your feet, roll your shoulders down away from your ears, and gaze forward. Settle into your warrior two, feel your breath. Then inhale, start to press into your front foot to straighten, but not block out that front knee. Bump your hips towards the back of your mat. Reach forward and TikTok the arms to Trikonasana. Block underneath the left hand is often a good idea. So notice what's happening with your hips here. The left hip kind of tucks underneath the right. So your arms expand. You're kind of spiraling your chest open towards the ceiling. Keep the feet the same. On your next inhale, reverse the arms, reverse your triangle pose. Stretch the left arm up and then back. Big side body stretch. Keep your left arm reaching up and then back. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Inhale here. Exhale, reach forward, bend your left knee. Moving towards half moon. Lower fingertips or find a block all the way in front of your mat. Take your time to lift and open your right leg, opening the hip to the right. Hand can stay on your hip or reach high. Be careful here not to lock out that left knee. Keep a micro bend. One more deep breath in, half moon. Exhale, slowly step back. Find a runner's lunge. Bring your hands to frame your front foot. Lift your back knee, back heel. Inhale, high crescent, reach up. Now the hips are square forward. And exhale, lean forward, fly your arms back. Length through your spine. One more time, inhale, reach up here. Exhale, fly your arms back. This time, standing balance. Bring your right knee forward as you stand at the top of your mat. Lift your arms. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center in your standing balance. I'll turn so you can see. All right, this next part, little stabilization exercise for the hip rotator muscles, not strictly yoga, but that's okay. Bring your knees together to touch, kick your right foot back. You can either reach all the way down to the floor or use a block in your hands to bring the floor a little bit closer. Your inhale, find balance here. Your exhale, lean forward, reach forward. Just barely tap the floor. And inhale to rise. Next, we add a twist. So twist to your left as you reach for the floor towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Inhale to rise. Exhale, twist to the right, other way. Big toe side of the foot. Inhale to rise. Just one more time, each of those with your own breath. So tap the floor directly in front. Tap the floor to your left. Tap the floor to your right. Come back to center, pause. Lower fingertips once again. And lift your right leg nice and high. Find your standing splits here. Bend your right knee, draw some circles in the air, just like you would from a three-legged dog. Next, inhale, lift, standing split. And exhale, slowly step back to a runner's lunge. Lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale to draw circles or wild thing. Return to your downward facing dog. Moving on to the second side. On an inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts up and back. And exhale to slowly step forward for warrior two. Rotate your back heel down. Inhale to rise. Find your stance. Find your fierce warrior gaze over that front hand. Then inhale, straighten the front leg, not all the way to locked out. Exhale, reach and lean forward, open up triangle pose. Use a block underneath the bottom hand if you have that. Kind of stack your left hip over your right as you open the chest, open the arms. Next, inhale, reverse your arms, sweep the right arm up and back, reverse. Breathe in, space to the whole right side of your waist. And bring your left hand to your left hip. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, reach forward, bend your front knee. Take your time to lower fingertips, find your half moon on this side. Opening up. Imagining your whole body could fit between two panes of glass here. As you stabilize through that standing leg, draw the left hip open and back. Take an inhale here. Exhale slowly with control, step back. Find runner's lunge. Lift the back knee, back heel. Inhale to your high crescent, reach up, rise. Exhale, fly your arms back as you lean forward, long spine. Inhale, high crescent, lift. Exhale, fly it back, send the crown of your head forward. Prepare for standing balance. On your inhale, bring your left knee forward to the top of your mat. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. Take a moment, prepare, get stable on that right foot. And bring your left knee back to meet your right. You're just kicking that left foot back behind you. So you're going to use hip rotators here for this movement, for this twist. Inhale, standing. Exhale, lower, just tap the floor in front of you. Inhale, rise. Exhale, go to your right. Tap the floor on the pinky toe side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, go to your left. Inhale, rise. One more time on your own to the center, and then to each side, keeping your balance. Come back up, hands to heart center. When you're ready, once again, release fingertips to the floor, and then inhale, find standing split. Lift your left leg nice and high. Bend your left knee, draw circles. Create some space. Inhale to your standing split, folding your upper body. Exhale to step back, runner's lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift your right leg high. Bend this knee, draw circles. Take your time for wild thing. That's what you did on side one. Return to your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, slowly lower your knees. Find tabletop shape. You can pad your knees. If you have a blanket, we will just be here for a moment though. From your tabletop shape, stretch your left arm forward, your right leg back. Reach through opposites. So this is your inhale here, find length. Your exhale, open your left arm to the left, right leg to the right, airplane. And inhale back to center, reach forward and back. Exhale to open. Inhale, center. 3 more times with your breath. Try and keep the right thigh lifted at hip level as you open it up. Return to your tabletop shape. Inhale, arch your back, cow pose. Exhale, round your back, cat pose. Come back to neutral. Inhale your right arm forward, left leg back. And exhale to open, right arm to the right, left leg to the left. Inhale, reach forward and back. Exhale, open it up. 3 more. And your gaze can be forward and down, so you're not straining the neck. Come back to your tabletop shape. Inhale through a cow pose. Exhale through a cat pose. And you can sit back towards your heels. If you have a strap or a strap-like object, have it nearby. Make your way all the way down onto your back. Do a little bit more opening for hamstrings and hips. First, bring both hands to the front of your left knee on your back. Draw it up towards your left armpit. Start to move your left knee side to side. A little bit of a twist. Option to start to draw circles with your left knee or with your left toes. And if you have a strap from here, hook the ball or the arch of that left foot. Supine, big toe pose, lifting the sole of the foot all the way up towards the ceiling. And you can hold on to your strap with your left hand, bring your right hand to press down on top of your left thigh. Find a place where you can stay for about a minute here, using time to get the most benefit from this pose. So find the appropriate depth for you, a place where you feel a good amount of stretch, but no pain. Take a few more deep breaths here. And still pressing right hand to the top of the right thigh to stay grounded. You probably know where we're going. Open your left leg to the left, using the strap. If you have that, if you don't have one, you could also bend your knee and just open, holding onto the top of your knee. And support that left leg with a block or a bolster, or just let it hover. Find a space to stay for the next minute here, using time and gravity. Open up tight spaces. And inhale, start to bring your left leg back through center. Switch your strap to the other hand. Imagine I have a strap. Guide your left leg across into your twist. Extend your left arm in the opposite direction of that leg, and then roll back onto your left shoulder. So same thing, you can support your left leg or hover it, but you want to get both shoulder blades in contact with the mat. So find an edge here for the next minute, getting more into that outer hip, IT band area. Option to turn your head, look over your left shoulder. And then inhale, come back to center, lifting the left leg. Release your strap. You can bend your left knee, bring both hands to the front of the knee. Once again, move side to side here. Or half happy baby. Bring left hand to the inside edge of your foot. Draw your knee down towards your left armpit. In half happy baby, option to kind of straighten and bend the left knee a couple times. Gently release all the way down, pause. Feel any difference between your two sides. And reach both hands to the front of your right knee, draw it in towards you. Shift your right knee side to side. Add any circles through the right knee or right toes that you did on side one. Then find your strap, hook the ball or the arch of your foot, and send it up towards the ceiling, sky above you. Press down with the left hand on top of the left thigh to stabilize and ground down there. Find your appropriate edge for 1 minute on this side. Just notice if hamstrings are tighter on one leg than the other. That's super normal. Usually the dominant side may have a bit tighter muscles. On your next exhale, open your right leg over to the right. Find whatever support you might want underneath that right leg. Keep pressing the left hand to the top of the left thigh. Notice how this shape on your back is kind of the same shape as triangle pose, Trikonasana. So this is our deep stretching intermission. We will get back to using this openness for some more dynamic poses. On an inhale, draw the right leg back up through center. Switch your strap to the other hand. Guide your right leg all the way across to the left into your twist. Extend your right arm out to the right and roll back onto that right shoulder as you turn your head to look over that shoulder or close your eyes. One more minute here. Sending your breath into any areas of tightness or tension. Few more deep breaths here. On your next inhale, lift the right leg back up through center. Release your strap. Either bring both hands to the front of the knee, hugging it in, moving it side to side, or half happy baby here. Right hand to the arch of the right foot. Find that organic movement. Notice any space we've created. Then exhale, release your right leg all the way down. Pause. Mini Shavasana. And hug both knees in towards you. Curl up into a little tiny ball. And begin to rock forward and back, massaging the length of your spine. See if you can rock yourself all the way up to a Malasana. So feet out wide. And find your yogi squat, bringing hands to heart center here. Inhale for length. And exhale, set your palms down. Inhale, lift your hips. Walk your feet a little closer, bend your elbows, Bakasana. Take a few breaths to play with your crow pose, which I don't think either of you need me to walk you through. So take a few breaths to go there. Find that strength pressing the floor away from you. Buoyancy, lift through the back of your hips. And meet back in a Malasana. Inhale here once again. Exhale, lower fingertips. Walk your big toes all the way in towards each other to touch, and then bend your knees out wide. Lift your heels. So another version of garland pose. Round your back as you walk your hands all the way forward. Relax your forehead forward and down. And breathe into all the space in your back body as you press your heels down towards the mat. Doesn't matter if they get there or not. And inhale, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. And then lift your hips, find a nice forward fold here. Your breath in, rise all the way up, reach your arms high. Urdhva Hastasana with big toes touching. Then exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Shift your weight towards your left foot and pick up your right knee, standing balance. Bring your right hand to the front of your knee, left hand to your hip. Stand up nice and tall. Inhale here. Exhale, open your right knee to the right. And you can keep left hand to hip or stretch the left arm out in the opposite direction. Maybe turn your head and look over that shoulder. So opening the hip, stretching the inner thigh, finding balance at the same time. And inhale, come back to center. Switch the hands, bring your left hand to the front of your knee. Exhale, twist your right arm way back behind you. Look back over that shoulder. Find steadiness in your twist. On an inhale, come back to center. And exhale, figure four. Cross your ankle over your thigh. Bend both knees, sit back in an imaginary chair here. So sending your sit bones back in space, reaching the crown of your head away. On your next inhale, rise all the way back up to standing. Release both feet, wiggle out your knees, let that side go. Find Tadasana, hands to heart center, preparing, setting up for side two. Ground down through your right foot. Pick up your left knee, standing balance. And bring left hand to the front of the knee, right hand to hip. Inhale here. And exhale, open. Knee over to the left. And either hand stays on your hip or it can reach out in the opposite direction. Turn your head and look over that shoulder. And inhale, come back to center, switch the hands. Exhale, twist your left arm way back behind you. Look back over that left shoulder. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, figure four. Cross ankle to thigh. Bring hands to heart center. Sit back in that imaginary chair. Next, inhale, slowly rise. Release, uncross, wiggle out the knees, and step towards the top of your mat. So kind of putting everything together into a flow here. Find your Tadasana. And inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. And exhale, fold forward. And inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhaling through a cobra or upward facing dog. And exhaling to your downward facing dog. On an inhale, lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. And exhale, step forward for warrior two. Inhale to rise. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, straighten the left knee. Exhale, triangle pose. And inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, lean and reach forward towards half moon. Inhale to rise. And give yourself a couple breaths to grow into your half moon pose here. Really opening that right hip to the right. Spiraling your chest in the same direction. And exhale, slowly step back. Runner's lunge. Inhale to your high crescent, reach up. Exhale, fly it back, lean forward. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fly it back. Inhale to standing balance, lift your right knee. This time, right hand to knee, left hand to hip. Or you can hook the big toe. Your hamstrings are ready, start to straighten the right leg all the way out in front of you. So big toe version. Wherever you are, inhale, stand up tall. Exhale to open. Inhale back to center, switch the grip. Exhale, twist your right arm back. Inhale, center. Exhale, figure four. Cross your right ankle over your thigh. This time, option to fold in your figure four. Lower fingertips all the way towards the floor or block. Just let your right knee release towards gravity. Your next inhale, slowly rise. Come all the way back up to standing. Release your right foot down. Inhale, reach the arms wide and high. Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Flow through your chaturanga. Inhaling through a back bend. Exhaling to downward dog. And inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale to step forward. Inhale to rise, warrior two. Exhale, sink it in. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, reach forward, lower fingertips. Inhale to rise, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Pause, find balance, and that opening through the left hip. And then exhale, slowly step back, runner's lunge. Inhale to high crescent, sweep the arms up. Exhale, lean forward, fly your arms back. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, fly it back. Inhale, standing balance, pick up your left knee. Bring left hand to the front of the knee, right hand to hip. Or big toe version. Standing up nice and tall. Straightening the left leg all the way out in front of you. Actually, not all the way. Straighten it however much happens. Inhale here. Exhale to open. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to twist. Sweep your left arm back. Inhale, center. Exhale to your figure four. Hands to heart center. Or fold lower fingertips towards your mat. On your next inhale, slowly rise. Release your left foot down, wiggle out your knees. Step your feet out wider, turn your toes out slightly. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, Malasana, sink it low, elbows in between the knees. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. Exhale, lower fingertips, lift your hips. Step back to your plank pose. This time from your plank pose, set your left knee down. Turn your left hand finger slightly to the left. Modified side plank. Step your right foot all the way back. Reach your right arm high. Nice. So your choice here, you can stick with modified side plank, or you can go full Vashisthasana, stack your feet. We're gonna do a little bit more strengthening for the glutes. So on your inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, lower, just barely tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more times. Wherever you are, modified or full side plank. Come back to center, plank pose. Slowly lower your right knee. Turn your right hand finger slightly right. Step your left leg all the way back. Vashisthasana. You choose feet stacked or right knee down to modify. Press like crazy into all 5 fingers of that right hand so your shoulders stack. And inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, barely tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. 3 more times. Come back to your plank pose. Press it back, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, inhale, lift your left leg high. And exhale, step to the outside of your left hand. Prepare for your lizard lunge. First, find some movement before finding stillness. Wiggle the hips forward and back, perhaps side to side. And set your back knee down for this version. You can stay up on the palms of your hands, lower to elbows. Let your left knee open slightly to the left, as long as that feels okay for your knee. Let your hips melt towards your mat. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders to prop yourself up, lengthen your spine. Scoot your left foot over behind your right wrist. Set your shin down for half pigeon pose. Stretching straight all the way back through the right toes. You can always place a block underneath this hip. Inhale to lift. Roll your shoulders back and down. Exhale to lean forward, lengthen your spine. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders from your half pigeon. Tuck your back toes to lift that knee and step your left foot to a runner's lunge. So just in between your hands, not going back to 3-legged dog just yet. You can find a block for underneath each hand if you have 2. Start to walk your blocks where your fingertips back. Lift your left toes, pyramid variation. Fold your upper body over your center line. Right heel can stay lifted. Find a place where you feel a good amount of stretch in the whole back of that left leg. Inhale, forward runner's lunge. Plant your palms. Step back to your downward facing dog. On an inhale, lift your right leg high. And exhale to lizard. Step to the outside of the right hand. First, find that little bit of movement forward and back, side to side. When you're ready, set your back knee down. Find your appropriate edge in your lizard pose. Take about 8 deep breaths here. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Scoot your right foot over to the left. Set your shin down, find your half pigeon. First checking that you're straight all the way back to the toes. And inhaling to lift the chest. And exhaling to fold forward. Walk your hands back towards the top of your mat once again. Tuck your back toes and lift the knee. Step your right foot in between runner's lunge. And either hands to blocks or fingertips walk back as you straighten the right leg, lift your toes, fold over your center line. Pyramid. So in this version, right toes stay lifted, left heel can stay lifted. But draw your right hip back, left hip forward. Bend your front knee. Hands frame your foot runner's lunge. Step your way back to your downward facing dog. Once again, step your feet out wide to the side edges of your mat. And walk your dog, bend one knee at a time. Shift your hips from side to side. Any organic movement that feels good. From here, simply lower your knees. Shift hips to heels back to a seat and swing your legs out in front of you. Bring the soles of the feet together to touch. Baddha Konasana. And inhale to sit up tall here. Exhale to round your back. Crown of the head moves towards your toes. Breathe in space. Inhale, roll back up. Step your feet out in front of you. Walk your hands behind you for support. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Last little bit of a twist for the spine. Walk your feet back to center of your mat, big toes to touch, and lift your feet just a couple inches off your mat and windshield wiper the same way. Little self-massage with your floor for your glutes. If you have a block nearby, make sure it's within reach and lower all the way down to set up for bridge pose. Supported bridge. So heels nice and close to your sitting bones. Inhale, lift your hips. Slide the block underneath your sacrum. And rest all of your weight to the block, to the floor. I suggest walking your heels all the way out in front of you to stretch hip flexors, since we did a lot of work in that area. But take any version of supported bridge that's going to be best for you. Release Ujjayi breath. If you haven't already, let your natural breath return. And scan through your body, noticing any places that could surrender and soften a little bit more into gravity. You're welcome to stay for longer in your supported bridge. If you're ready to get out of this, just walk your feet back underneath your knees, lift 1 inch off your block, and lower back down onto your spine. Find happy baby or any final movement, final stretch that your body's craving today. Within the next couple of minutes, find your Shavasana, your resting pose. We'll take a few minutes to rest and absorb all the benefits of the movement practice. And I will bring you back when it's time to come back. Feel free to remain in Shavasana for as long as you can. If you're ready to come back, let's slowly bring that reawakening movement back in. Subtle movements to fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, and perhaps a big full body stretch as you reawaken for the rest of your day. In your own time, you can roll to a fetal position on your right side. Make your way back to a seat, slowly, gently, bringing hands to heart center. And thank you so much for practicing, for sharing this practice with each other today. Namaste.
Thanks,
Thank you
Mary.
both. You are
Have a good
welcome.
one.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thanks, you too.
Very- That was
Yeah.
great.
You're welcome. See ya.